Hello, everyone. I hope you can hear me okay. Alright, everything's set up good. Went back to my, as someone said a while back, my Civil War general look. There's always like a 30-second delay when I get messages. What's up, everybody? It's an international Muppet. What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's having a good day. Happy Monday. Alright. God. Having back problems today. Hello from the Netherlands. Hello, Benjamin. Well, it's starting to roll in. What's up, everybody? Is that a sex toy on the bed? No, that's Jane's Muppet toys that she plays with. Hope Channel 4 are paying you. No. For appearing for 3 seconds, no. I saw a couple, actually one of them's the top comment underneath that video. They said you should send a copyright strike or, you know, ask for royalties. Like, how many... I would be the ultimate hypocrite if I did that. Because how many Channel 4 things have I reacted to? You know? And some of the things that I reacted to on Channel 4... the ad money goes straight to Channel 4. Some of them don't. So, I would be the ultimate hypocrite if I did something like that. I was just shocked to see me in there. Hello from Southampton. Please keep watching Benidorm. And I'm actually probably going... Not probably. I guarantee I'm going to do a Benidorm reaction after this live stream. However, it probably won't show up on YouTube for at least a week. So, I'm going to start Season 2 tonight. Because I had so many people saying you need to continue Benidorm, so... Look, everybody, there's that American guy off Channel 4. Yeah. Wild stuff. I couldn't believe it. Oh my god, there's 130. Okay, you have to go to the UK now. You can only get your knighthood in person. Congrats, Lord Muppet. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I like Channel 4. Channel 4's provided a lot of reactions for the channel, so. And I've said it before, like, if any particular content creator or, you know, TV companies came to me and said, you know, we don't want you putting that up, take it down, I'd happily do so. Coming for tea and picnic in Hyde Park. We'll all come. Thank you, Maria. Is it tea or mead? I feel like a lot of followers of the channel don't drink much tea. They drink something stronger. But here's why I wanted to hop on live stream for you guys. Here's what happened, because a lot of you know that Queen Boomer's pregnant. We're having a child. We're actually going to find out the gender next week, so we may do a live stream, something for that. I'm not sure yet. But before we found out that she's pregnant, we were actually planning to make a trip to the United Kingdom and Ireland for about 2 weeks, maybe 2.5 weeks. So we were going to do like kind of like a tour kind of thing, because we want to see all the countries and make a lot of stops. And that was going to happen either in October or November of this year. But because we found out the news about the baby, we canceled that because Queen Boomer is due to have the child in early November, so couldn't do it. But that being said, we every couple weeks we still talk about a trip over there, and I was thinking like it's got to be in like a year, probably, sometime after we have the child. I'm not exactly sure how safe it is to take a baby with you on a long trip like that, but we were talking about that too. But I was thinking, how about I ask you guys, what is the best time of the year to visit overseas? Like, what's the best time of the year to visit over there, considering like cost and things like that? Because I remember I was looking up trips to the UK in the summertime. In summertime, the prices were astronomical. Like, literally, the prices were through the roof. We were like, oh my God. It was like 3 times more than what it would have been in like November. Spring, May, we were thinking about that. I definitely don't want to do it in like the dead of winter because we can't stand the cold. Somebody said never. April to September. Okay. August and September. There's a lot of those in there. London will rip you off. Okay. If you don't want rain every day, it's summer. Lucky says anytime in London the prices are crazy. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking like maybe like springtime. Springtime sounds like it's the way to go. Maybe April or May. April to November would be ideal. You avoid the tourist traps that way. Okay. It's expensive when the schools are on break. That makes sense. How about this, though? Here's another question. Because I had some people comment before about London, flying into London. Now, most of the trips that we were looking up were flying into London. I believe that some other comments said that there's other places you can fly into that will be much less expensive than flying into London. But because it's an overseas trip, I'm not sure that that's the case. But if there's some way to get from like Miami to a different landing spot that would be cheaper, maybe you guys have an idea of where our plane could land that wouldn't be as expensive as London. Maybe something like that. Because that would be a big help. Because I'm not particular. Like, I don't have to land in London. Like, I do want to check out London, but honestly, I don't want to be in London for like more than a couple days. Because I want to see all over the place. Birmingham. Manchester. A lot of Birminghams in Manchester. Some Dark Horizon said, "Why don't you just skydive in the UK?" Yeah, the problem is I'd have to change my drawers because I'd shit my pants. East Midlands? Nottinghamshire? You can use my secret tunnel, says Neil. Birmingham. Is that how you say it, Outlaw? Birmingham? I'm so used to because there's a Birmingham in Alabama. Birmingham, Alabama. Dagnabbit. Flights to Dublin are cheaper due to the flight tax. Dublin, that's interesting. What about Belfast? Would flights be cheaper to Belfast? We can stop there first and then basically go the opposite way. Go to the north and then... You have all our towns, Nate. Yeah. All over the East Coast, all over the East Coast is like a lot, there's a lot of towns and cities that have British names because that's where it all started with the colonies. So Bjorma Ingus Ham? What? Belfast would be more expensive. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, maybe Scotland. Maybe start in like Edinburgh or I don't know. What's up, Retro? Belfast is cheap, then catch a ferry to England. Actually, thank you, Ryan, for bringing that up because that's another question I have. Is there any like because to get from the one big island to the other smaller big island, is there like underwater tunnels you can drive through? Is that a thing? I can't remember if somebody mentioned that or not. Like, say you want to drive from Ireland to the tip of the UK. Is there like an underwater tunnel that goes over there or anything like that? Or do you have to take a ferry? Craig says no. That's UK to France. So there's a tunnel across the channel to France. That's interesting. I didn't know that. No tunnels? Okay. No tunnels then. Gotta take a ferry. You have to fly between UK and Ireland or ferry. Okay. Alright. Well, that's key information that I need. So thank you guys so much. Cheaper to fly, but ferry is more enjoyable. The thing about a ferry is you could probably take your vehicle if you got a vehicle over there, right? At least you can do that here. It's bloody miles. Thank you, Pete. Ferry takes ages. Yeah, but ferry trip is kind of cool. Will you watch a football match when you come over? I would love to. I would love to. We could all help you plan a trip, seriously, yeah. Thank you, Tanya. So no tunnels from Great Britain to Ireland. I guess. So that's a no-go. What was the other thing I was going to ask? Gotta think about this for a second. Oh, here it is. Renting a vehicle in the United Kingdom. Since I'm American and we drive, from your guys' perspective, we drive on the wrong side of the road. Do we have to, like, take a driving test in order to get a vehicle over there? That's a question I have. That's a key question. So let me know about that. A silent mod sent a super chat. Thank you. I think my British robot guy is going to read that out. He should. There it is.
Dublin is a good route back to USA as it has its customs there. I would do Ireland last.
Okay. Thank you, Silent Mod. Appreciate that, man. We were thinking about doing Ireland last because actually Queen Boomer's got a friend in Ireland. A really good friend. So we were planning on paying a visit to her. So we were thinking about doing that last anyway. No, you don't need a test. They just give you the vehicle and say good luck. Don't hit anything. Drive on the... Here's Paul Barden. No test required for cars. Bring licenses and drive on the wrong side in fear. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Because I feel like that's gonna throw me off. And I'm very careful when I drive to begin with. But it still scares me. International driving license permit needed. That's all. So you do need an international driver's license, though. You can't just use your American license. Because when we went to Greece, we didn't need an international driver's license, but Britain might be different. Ian Doyle says, King, you also have friends in Ireland. I appreciate that. Thank you, Ian. Correct me again. I remember you from the last stream, so correct me if I'm saying your name wrong. Because I think I said it wrong last time. Take the train instead. I would mostly not drive, especially in London. Just rent one when you need it. Yeah, I'm not sure we're going to rent one for the entire trip. You know about the roundabouts? Actually, I don't, but here in Florida, there's a lot of roundabouts, so I don't think the roundabout thing is going to be a problem. Although it's a completely different way you have to go, so it might be a problem. I don't know. It's a roundabout going the other way, so we'll see. It could be a problem. When I went to LA, I could use my UK license. Yeah, I think here in the States, if you got a UK license, you're good. You can drive here with your US license? Okay. You'll probably need a car in Scotland, yes. That's actually one of my things I really want to do is just drive around the countryside in Scotland. Because Scotland's got some amazing scenery. Good old Confusion Corner, yeah. You know about the roadworks? No, I don't. U.S. license. A lot of you are saying the U.S. license is fine in the U.K. So, okay. Will you vlog your trip? Oh, definitely. Definitely D-Max. Definitely. I might even do... I was thinking about doing like a... stopping people on the street in like London or other places. Asking them asking regular UK folk what they think about Americans. Just do like a goofy Q&A video like that. U.S. license is fine while you're here temporarily. Okay, thank you, Barry. UK is amazing, but be prepared to hear very, very many different accents. Yes. Yes. I'm expecting that. At least you've learned a lot of British slang with all the TV shows. You will be able to integrate with the locals more easily. Thank you, Radvold. Yeah, I guess I would be. But, there's still some slang I don't know. There's probably still a lot of slang I don't know. So, Muppet Moments in Manchester. That's the title for a show right there, Sang. You'll get stabbed in London trying to stop someone. Don't stop people on the street in London. Okay, maybe that's not the place I should do it. Maybe I'll do it in Manchester or something. Although Mark says Londoners are perfectly friendly. London is overrated. Yeah, I'm not planning on spending a lot of time in London, just like a couple days. I want to go all these other places. I want to go even stop in like a small town where there's hardly any people just to cool off and enjoy myself. Also want to go to Wales. I mean, if you're gonna take a trip to the UK as an outsider, just going to London is not doing it justice. And the same is in reverse. If you're coming to the United States, just going to New York City is not, or Washington D.C. is not doing a trip to the United States justice. You gotta travel around a little bit, see the site, see places where there's not many people too. It doesn't mean I'm not excited about London. I am, but only stop people in Scotland. Very friendly here. Yeah. My interactions with the Scots on the channel, it's been very friendly.
Chat, let's use a GoFund so they can visit in Suma.
Thank you, Marshmallow. That's very kind of you, but you don't have to do that. Appreciate the super chat, man. London has amazing history. Londoners let the place down, though. You know the one thing about London that, because Queen Boomer's actually been there more than once. Not any time recently, but in her teenage years. And she said that, I don't know how she got in these places being a teenager, but she told me that the way that the pubs, bars, we would call them bars here, but the way that the pubs look over there, because they've been around for so long, they have this unique look to them. So if you go like bar hopping in London, it's pretty cool. Not for the drinking part, but just to check out the layouts of the pubs and the unique names that they have and things like that. So we're looking forward to that. Rome beats London on every level. I'm sure it does. Rome's way up on my list. Original Londoners moved out to Essex. I've heard of Essex. Get yourself to Skeggy. What's Skeggy? What is that? You can be any age to go in pubs. Some have play areas for kids. Really? I didn't know that, Fat Sam. You will struggle with Irish accents. Also, Ireland has the oldest pub in the world. You know what's interesting is Callie is thinking when she... Oh. Hold on.
The Welsh love their sheep.
Thank you, BC. I'm sure there's someone from Wales has something to say about that. But yeah, Queen Boomer was talking about visiting her friend in Ireland, and when she talks to her on the phone, because when she had been in the States for quite a while, and she is Irish, she's from Ireland, but she had been in the States for quite a long time, and she didn't really have a very thick Irish accent. When Queen Boomer was seeing her every day because she lived in the States, but she moved back to Ireland like a few years ago now at this point. And because she's back in Ireland around all the Irish, her accent went back to a really thick Irish accent. And now Queen Boomer has trouble understanding her on the phone sometimes. So, yeah, I have no doubt we're probably going to struggle with some of the accents over there. Wales, where men are men and sheep are scared. Oh my god. This starts every time I do a live stream. People just start talking about whales and sheep. Come to Scotland, mate. Experience the tranquility. Yes, Mark, you hit the nail on the head. That's the main thing I want to go to Scotland for. Just the scenery, man. It just looks beautiful. Some parts of Scotland look like otherworldly. It's like you're on another planet. It looks incredible. Does she like dags? We love dags. That's why we rescued two. Who needs London when you can go to Liverpool? York is a must for a trip. Definitely, Craig. Actually, of all the cities in the United Kingdom, I think York is #1 on the list that I want to see. Radvold says, King Boomer, do you have any British or Irish ancestry? I have quite a bit of Irish ancestry, yes. I'm mostly Italian and Irish. British ancestry, there's a little bit left in there. Just a little bit.
Have you ever met a Scouser? A video trying to understand them would be great.
No, I've never met a Scouser. And that's actually a pretty good idea, Silent Mod. So thank you for the super chat. That's Scousers from Yorkshire, right? If I remember my locations correctly. Doesn't Sean Bean have have that accent? That Northern English accent? Poor Sean Bean, he dies in everything he's in. Lake District on your way up to Scotland is beautiful. Okay. I think I still have that list I made back when we were trying to plan it before the pregnancy, where I listed all these places that you guys mentioned in that live stream. Oh, Scouser's from Liverpool. Never mind. I got that wrong. Sorry. Yeah, I love how you guys have different nicknames for people from each region. It's kind of cool. We don't really do that here. It's like if you're from New York, you're a New Yorker. You know, if you're from the South, you're a redneck. If you're from California, you're a Muppet. Just kidding. Yorkshire people are called tykes. Okay. D-Max says you and Queen Boomer have such great on-screen chemistry. Oh, thank you, D-Max. I would hope so. Because we are a couple. Yes, I'm a Yorkie. It's a Yorkie! CC. Best place in the UK. Yeah, York's #1 on my list. Something about that place, man. I'm just drawn to it. You're an honorary Brit. Am I really? Appreciate that, Adam. Brummies from Birmingham. Manchester Manx. I do know that one, Manx. as Carl Pilkington as the bald mank twat. York is so pretty. Great beer. 1 and 2 sold. I've heard they got some really good castles over there too around York. Which any castle that I run into and over there would blow my mind because we don't have those over here. I would just be looking at them like, holy shit. Don't forget to walk the wall in York. What's the wall? I like your reviews of Benidorm. I love that show. I'm going to be recording a Benidorm tonight, but it's probably not going to be on the channel for a week. But I got so many requests to continue with that I'm going to start season 2 tonight. By the way, don't go stalking Jay's house. You know how fucking awesome it would be to meet James Buckley? I mean, by far, he played my favorite character on The In-Betweeners. And he seems like a really chill, laid-back, good dude in real life. Because I follow his Instagram and his 2 YouTube channels, so. When are you coming? Probably next year. Because we got a baby on the way, so we got to take care of that first. So sometime next year at the earliest. But just getting some ideas of like how to go about doing this. Because it's not like we're going to like 1 or 2 places and then going home. We want to go England, Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland, Ireland. We want to do it all. Might even go visit the Isle of Man. I'm interested in visiting the Isle of Man too. I saw a couple people in here from the Isle of Man, so you'd be tripping over castles everywhere in Scotland. I would imagine because of the terrain of Scotland that the castles are situated in very hard places to get to. Because, you know, you got to put them in places where enemy troops have a hard time getting to. September is better for weather. May is rainy. I don't know. I feel like September would be really expensive. The flights for September would be really expensive, though. But I'll be searching around on my own to see what kind of prices I get for flights at these different times. With baby? Maybe. Maybe with baby. York has a Roman wall. Is that the Hadrian's Wall? Because I definitely want to see that.
Watch top 10 places to visit UK. It might help. Smiley face.
Okay. Thank you, Marshmallow. Appreciate the super chats, man. You're too kind. You're too kind. $4,000 castle. My God. 4,000? Christ, man. Do you want our rainy or sunny weather? Okay. I mean, the rain doesn't bother me. Snow bothers me. So rain, I could deal with that. York is one of the most haunted cities in the world. That's not going to bother me. Are we allowed to shout you Muppet if we see you in the UK? If you don't shout that, I'll be disappointed. Of course you can shout Muppet at me. You kidding me? I at this point I'll be expecting it. DMNTM, hey King Boomer, shy anxious subscriber from Great Britain. Just chilling in the back here. Thanks for you and Queen Boomer's reactions, always entertaining. Thank you very much. I guess that means you don't comment very much, so, but thank you very much. That was a tremendous compliment. I hope you're having a great day, and thank you for following the channel. I appreciate that. You don't have to worry about snow here. That, you know, so I've been told that, but I don't know. Snow's not really a big thing in Maryland either, but I still moved out of Maryland to escape the snow.
Everyone on stream click like, smiley face.
Oh, you're too kind, Craig. Stop. Appreciate that, man. If you bring your baby, Blackpool is a good place for little babies. It's a carnival town in the front, lots of entertaining, attention-grabbing stuff. Yeah, well, here's the thing. The baby, if we went next year, the baby would be like 6 months old. So I don't think it's just gonna be sitting there going, where the fuck am I? It's not gonna know what's going on. Free hotel for you if you come in from Dover. Oh wow, Lewis. You're too kind. Somebody said to not go to Blackpool. Maybe that was somebody pulling my leg on that one. I don't know. England closes when there is an inch of snow. It's like that in Maryland too. So you guys probably do get snow, like, what do you get snow, like once or twice a year? It's like that in Maryland, but, you know, the last time it happened, it didn't stop snowing, and I got stuck in my house for a week and a half. And I said, I'm going to Florida. I can't be dealing with this snow shit anymore. Blackpool is full of old people playing bingo. So Blackpool's like the nursing home of England. Even Craig says no to Blackpool. Okay, so maybe Blackpool is something I should avoid. Go to Fort Park and bring a car door. Oh, wow. Come to Wales. Oh, I'm definitely coming to Wales. I think it's like a competition between the Scots and the Welsh for the nicest followers of the channel. So, I can't decide which one is nicer. Which group of people are nicer. But I'm definitely hitting up Wales. I can't wait to see all the signs in Wales where they have, like, you know, 9 L's in a word on the sign. But, so, the questions that I had, answers that are definitely key. I don't need an international driver's license to rent a car over there. Crossing my fingers, though, that I don't screw up driving over there since it's on the other side of the road. There's no tunnels that go from Great Britain to Ireland, so you can't drive from one side to the other. Jimmy Paul, that's, yeah, don't waste time in amusement parks. Go soak up the scenery and history. Yeah, that's what I want, man. You're absolutely right. That was a good comment, Jimmy. Look out for the roundabouts, which we have a lot in Florida, so the only part that's going to throw me off is going the other way through the roundabout. Try not to fly directly into London. See if you can find a cheaper flight deals to a different city. That's another one. And then when we do make the trip, either some springtime or September or October. But if it was September, October, it'd be like a year and a half from now. So we got to focus on getting this baby out healthy. You can take a ferry from Scotland to Belfast and take your car. Ferries, good point, Liam. Ferries is another key thing. If you want to go from one side to the other. Lex Tech says get a stab vest for London. What's going on with it? Like, every time I hear about London, it's all these, like, and it's not from the news, it's from you guys. Like everybody apparently gets stabbed in London. I don't get it. What prompted that? It sounds like Baltimore, but they replaced the knives, the guns with knives. Oh, wow.
Love the channel, keep up the great work.
Scott Jerem. Sorry if I'm butchering that last name. But thank you so much. That was a very kind super chat. Appreciate that, man. Very nice compliment, too. Just a lot of youth gang knife crime. Yeah, but what's causing that? Like, what happened to fisticuffs? I mean, you know, like I used to live in Baltimore, Maryland, in the United States, and if any of you guys know anything about Baltimore, you know it's a rough city and it's quite scary at sometimes. But I lived there for a few years, and you know, if I can get through that, then not much in any other city can scare me. If any of you guys have ever seen The Wire, the show The Wire, then you know how bad Baltimore can be. Which, you know, it's not as bad as that show portrays, but it's stuff that happens in that show is part of the city, yeah. But, you know, we have a saying in Baltimore, don't stray from the inner harbor. Because if you stray from the inner harbor, you might get yourself in some trouble. So, somebody said Baltimore is way worse than London. Just don't wear your Rolex in London. I'm not going to have a problem because I don't wear watches. So I'd be more terrified in Florida than London. You guys have way too many guns there. Yeah. You got to remember though, the people that have guns that are not registered and they acquired them illegally, they're the ones causing all the problems. It's not the people who actually bought them at the bought them legally in a gun store. because the people who bought them illegally couldn't get them in a gun store to begin with, so they had to go the black market route in order to continue committing crimes with their weapons. Baltimore is 600,000 people. I didn't even think it was that high. I thought it was like 500,000. And London is 8.9 million people. Yeah. Baltimore, at one point in the United States history, was the third most populated city in the States. I think close to about 100 years ago, maybe 120 years ago, something like that. And it hasn't grown in population since. That should give you some idea of how scary Baltimore is. Because nobody wants to live in Baltimore. And most of the people that live there don't live there by choice. Shout out, Embrace the Suck. Yeah, those are my boys. Daniel and Spencer. I need to have either one of those guys on here again. Is that because of lack of work industry? Yeah. Yeah, Baltimore was like a even in like the 40s and 50s, it was kind of a big, still pretty relatively a big city compared to the other cities in the States, but because of World War II, brought in a lot of jobs to Baltimore and stuff like that. But then once the 60s hit, it was an exodus because drugs became a massive problem. The drug trade, especially. If you guys have seen if you guys want to know what Baltimore is like, I highly recommend watching a show called The Wire. It was on HBO, so I think the UK version of HBO might be Sky over there. But if you can get your hands on it over there, it's I might be biased a little bit because I'm from there, and it's one of the best shows ever made on television ever. And a lot of directors and actors reference The Wire a lot because they like among filmmakers and things, they say that The Wire is one of the best shows they've ever seen. So it's got some very high praise among people in the filmmaking industry. So if you want to check out The Wire, I highly. It's 5 seasons, but it's unbelievable television. And you won't regret it. It might make you. It might unnerve you a little bit though, because there are some tough, heart-wrenching and violent scenes in there. Is Baltimore known as Charm City? Yes. That nickname's not thrown out a lot, but it is a nickname of the city, yeah. Kieran Bain says, your videos make my day, King Bear. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Kieran. Idris Elba. Yes, that is the show that launched Idris Elba's career, man. And wow, if you want to see Idris Elba in what I personally think is his best role he's ever played, it's on The Wire. So, please, Arius in the Nation. What's up, Daniel? What's going on, bud? Banshee. Wow, that's a name drop for a show. It was very violent, but it was good. I wouldn't say it's great, but I watched every season of that because it was highly entertaining. I keep getting that song from Hairspray in my head. Oh my god, I hated that movie. I do not. I don't think anybody thinks of Hairspray when they think of Baltimore. Here in the States, maybe in another country, maybe, but that movie, I hated it. And you guys know I don't really like musicals, so of course I didn't like it. You haven't seen Luther yet? No, I have not. But I've heard, definitely heard of it. It's actually got that chick from the show The Affair in there too. So I'm surprised I haven't checked it out yet. Most of the actors in The Wire are British. No, that's not true. It's just Dominic West and Idris Elba are like the two, especially the first like 3 seasons. They're like the two of the main characters. They're British, but everybody else in the show is pretty much American. We can tell you hate Hairspray. Yeah. But yeah, the two best performances in the show are from Brits. So you guys should actually be proud of that show because other than maybe like Michael K. Williams, who plays Omar, the 2 other best characters in the show are McNulty and Stringer, which are played by Dominic West and Idris Elba, respectively. So it's like one of the best American shows ever made, and the 2 best performances are from Brits. Something you guys should be proud of, man. I'm from the UK, and the best place for food in the US is the Hideaway, Odenton, Maryland. I've been there. Very good, yeah. Wow. That's an obscure name drop. Wow, that's interesting. Didn't Omar guy pass away? Yeah, Michael K. Williams. He passed away like 2 years ago, I think. Which, that was very sad. He also played Chalky White in Boardwalk Empire. You'll be, Daniel says, you'll be out on the wrong coast of Florida starting Wednesday. Really? How long are you going to be there for, Daniel? Florida has a wrong coast. You goddamn right it does, Casper. If you come to the UK, you must experience a Greg's sausage roll. Yes. Actually, of all the food in the United Kingdom, that's a good comment, Sam. Of all the food in the United Kingdom, I'm looking forward to sausage rolls the best. Because you guys know I love a good sausage. Some of you guys were giving me shit for that in the 1917 movie reaction, which was pretty funny. He had cancer. No, I believe it was... I don't want to get this wrong, but I believe it had something to do with some type of drug overdose. I'm not sure which drug it was, but something along those lines. Very sad. Just a week? Hey, Daniel, do me a favor. Let me know if, during that week, let me know if the Orioles are visiting the Tampa Bay Rays in a series. Because if they are, then we might have to meet up and go to a game. Remember, BC, remember to ask for warm sausage. I thought it's supposed to be hot. Right about now, it's nice in Maryland. Yeah, this is like the best time of the year for Maryland weather. You gotta try haggis? What's that? I've heard of a Scotch egg, Josh. This chat has gone downhill. It goes downhill every time. That's why I love it. That's why I love talking to you guys in a live stream. Please try black pudding. What is it? What is black pudding? Is it because I'm thinking of like I don't know why, but I keep thinking of like that black broth that the Spartans used to eat. You know, which was basically just pig's blood. Hello, Max. It is pig's blood, so that's what the Spartans used to eat or drink or whatever. So it's basically the same thing. Although there's some of you guys have said there's spices in there, so maybe you guys make it a little better than the Spartans did. I gotta try some of the fish and chips over there too. Yeah, so it is pig's blood. That's interesting. Should rent a yellow Ford. Are you talking about the in-betweeners car with the red door? Has a peppery taste. I probably, you know what though? If it's got a peppery taste, I'd probably like it. Honestly. Max, I hope the pregnancy is going well. It is, Max. Thank you so much. You'll be walking distance to the stadium. Well, let me look that up right now. And, I still got my Vivid Seats app, right? Where is this fucker? I can't find it. Sorry, guys. Let me just type it in. Vivid Seats. Okay. The British idea of spice is ginger. Okay, so let's look up the Orioles schedule. Nope, they don't play Tampa anytime soon. That would have been nice, though. Because they actually, the Orioles and the Rays have the two best, they have the two best records in baseball right now, which is wild. Maria Barlow, thank you so much. She called me a noob. Thank you so much for the sticker. Very nice of you. Think of black pudding as like a big warm Scottish sausage. Jesus Christ. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to hop off because I got to get some reactions in today and some editing work. So I'm probably going to be in this chair for the next 10 hours doing some trying to get reactions out for you guys on the channel. So, got to get busy because I got called into work a lot this week, so I didn't get a lot of stuff done. So, thank you all for the suggestions on the trip. You guys gave me a lot of key information for when we start planning a trip over there, which, again, because of the pregnancy, it's probably not going to happen for at least a year. So, it's not going to happen anytime soon. But thank you guys so much for tuning in and giving me some ideas and some valuable information. And I hope you all have a great day. Somebody said watch Train Spotting too. I might. I'm not sure. But if I do, it's not going to be anytime soon. But thank you guys so much. Everybody who put in a super chat, thank you very much. You guys are way too kind. And have a lovely day today. And tell somebody you love them, okay? All right. You guys have